the Seiko SKX013. Here's my 2 years review of this watch. Hi everyone, my name is Chiang, and before I begin, if you haven't done so already, I'd like to encourage every one of you to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of watch content that's coming out on this channel and we would love to have you on board. Now, I first got this SKX about 2 years ago when I first started my watch collecting journey. And just like many of you out there, when I first started, I actually didn't have a lot of resources and I was just starting to dive into a sea of knowledges about watches. So when I was doing my research online, this SKX keep popping up everywhere I go, so it got me curious. In 2018, I saw a great one-off deal online, and I just knew that I had to do it. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 2 things that I really like about this watch, and 1 thing that drives me absolutely insane. The first thing that I really like about SKX is the value proposition that it represents when I first got this watch. Hodinkee described this watch as being the best budget watch of all time, and I can't agree more. See, 2 years ago at the price of $200 I basically get an ISO certified automatic mechanical diving watch with the water resistant rating of 200 meter. Fast forward to 2020 today, the price of this watch has more than doubled, and this partially has to do with the fact that Seiko has actually discontinued the SKX line in late 2019 and replaced it with a more contemporary line of Seiko 5. I remember during that time I was telling my friend, hey, you know what, bro, my SKX has just become a Seiko 5. For me, I've never really felt connected with the new Seiko 5 range, partially because this SKX has really scratched the itch for me in the affordable divers category. But hey, that's just me. What do you guys think about the new Seiko 5 range? Let me know in the comment section below. The second thing that I really like about SKX is the way that it serves as an entry point to me as a new watch collector. So when I was first starting out in my watch collecting journey, I was basically just experimenting. You see, it is one thing to read reviews and look at photographs and videos online, but it's entirely different thing altogether to see a watch in real life. In real life, I can feel the weight of the watch. I can feel how it moves with me throughout my daily activities. I can try out the watch in combination with my wardrobe, see what works, what doesn't work. I can also kind of figure out what sort of aspect that I like about a watch and what I don't like about a watch. For example, prior to this, I've been wearing mostly fashion quartz watches. And this was the first time that I actually owned a mechanical dive watch. And when I first put on this watch, I could immediately feel the hefty weight of the watch. Something that I was not used to at first, but it slowly grew on me. I found out also later that I really like the day-date complication on this watch, especially you know how during holidays, sometimes you can feel that the weekdays and the weekends kind of blend together. So having a day-date complication is very helpful to help me to keep track of my day and dates during my holiday. So yes, the SKX013 is the perfect entry point for a new watch collector. It is something for you to kind of play around with, mess around, and at the end of the day, you won't really lose a lot of money or any money at all because the price of this watch is also creeping up slowly as well. As much as I love this watch, it also drives me absolutely insane. The SKX comes with the 7S26 movement. It is a movement that was first released in 1996 by Seiko, and it precedes the more contemporary caliber like the 4R series or the 6R series that we see today. While I'm sure that there are many admirable qualities to this movement back in 1996, in 2020, when we compare this movement with all the other new movement out there, some with like 80 hours of power reserve, a lot with the cost certified accuracy, this movement, the 7S26, actually pales by comparison. The movement doesn't have hacking, which means that I can't really get my time to be accurate to the second. The movement also feels a bit wonky at times, especially when I'm adjusting the watch, the minute hand forward and backward. It doesn't feel very solid. This is not a very good feel overall. I actually went to a watchmaker friend of mine in Penang and I asked him about this movement issue that I was experiencing. And he had a look at the watch and he basically told me that SKX is just like that. So there we have it. 2 things that I really like about the SKX. The first thing is the fact that it is really good value for money. At least during the point when I first purchased this watch. Now, I'm not too sure. Because honestly, out there are a lot of very good options in terms of affordable diving category. So I think we can keep an open mind about this matter. The second thing is the fact that it is a very good entry point for a new watch collector, especially if you are like me. When you first started out, you are not accustomed to wearing a diving watch, so you want something affordable just to test out whether you like the feeling of actually wearing a diver. One thing that I really don't like about this watch is this wonky movement on the inside. I don't know why, this thing just drives me absolutely insane. What do you guys think about this watch? Do you think that the SKX still holds its place as the king of affordable divers in 2020? Or do you think that there's any other watch out there that can have the potential to become an all-time classic just like this watch? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like what you see today, please feel free to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you on board. Until then, see you in the next one.